What's up, folks? It's your boy Droy here. We back. You know what I'm saying? Pop the balloon reaction. So it's been a minute since I did it. You know, I made one of these reaction videos. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that happened since I last made this is they actually started doing copyrights. Um, you know what I'm saying? I never actually monetized any of these videos that I did for Pop the Balloon because I had a feeling something like this would probably happen. You know, I always assume it probably, they probably do a copyright claim or something like that. But let's see what's going on. I think I recognize that chick in the pink dress from another episode. So let's see.
Energy. All right. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy.
A lot of chicks. I recognize some of these chicks that were on here before, though. For real, for real.
Hello. Welcome in. What's your name?
Brian,
Yo, Brian, they brought Brian back.
41.
And what do you do?
I'm an aircraft mechanic.
All right. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to go to lounges. I like to read. I like to write. I got a book out, The Perfect Match. I'm sure everybody know that already. I like to have a good time. That's it.
All right. And what do you look for in a woman?
Class, grace, ladylike, God-fearing woman,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Nice. And what are some deal breakers?
Let me make sure I get this right.
Please do.
Multiple baby daddies.
Okay.
Can't do that. If you have multiple children, I can, as long as you're from one guy. It doesn't matter if you was married to him or not. As long as he's from one guy, I could deal with that.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So we did get some pop balloons.
Yo, they brought Brian back. Yo, they brought Brian back. That gotta be like, yo. But the problem is that they definitely brought Brian back to try to like bring more buzz to the show. But the fact that they copyright striking, well, not copyright striking, but they're doing like copyright claims, you know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to, not allow people to monetize it. That's gonna kill the reaction. So it's not gonna bring a lot of buzz to this episode, man. But they brought Brian back. That's crazy. But he looked different though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like he looked different. Like he looked like he let himself go a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping.
All right.
Okay, we'll start here with your name and age.
I'm Sydney, and I'm 28.
And Sydney, what do you do?
I'm an assistant principal at elementary school.
And so why did you end up popping your balloon?
Just not my type physically.
Okay. And what makes him not your type?
Probably the height, even though I'm short, but I usually don't. Just the height.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5 foot.
Okay. Brian, how tall are you?
5'7".
5'7". Okay. Cool. Now, is she someone that's your type?
Definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely. It's a shame you popped on me. Did you say only because of height?
Only because of height, because you look good. I like your eyes, your
Okay.
skin tone.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's the fixation with the height?
Just because I'm just so small and little, I want someone just big. If that makes sense.
Okay. You want somebody to tower over you?
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, over here, your name and age.
I'm Alicia and I'm 29.
And Alicia, what do you do?
I'm a content creator.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think we're both vets to the show. I've seen you on the show. I do think you're a little strict for me. I do tend to date taller guys. And we've just had some interesting interactions on the internet. I don't know. You're a little spicy on the internet. You've said some not nice things to me, so.
Oh, to you directly?
Yeah, I just feel like it was just after a catch-up or something. We just had an interesting interaction, and I just didn't like the way you handled me on the internet. I thought it was a little rude.
Okay. So, Brian, anything you want to say? And is she also someone that's your type?
I mean, she looks good, right? But I think I would pass.
That's fair.
The thing you're speaking about on the internet, you called me sassy in the comments. I really didn't appreciate that. I thought that was disrespectful,
Okay.
right? And I said something back to you, and that was pretty much it, really. But I think you're moving a little too fast. I really don't think you're here for love, to be honest with you. Last time you said you had your homegirl with you on the episode.
You're promoting
I
a
really don't think
book.
y'all was really.
You came out and basically like promoted your book, so I thought that was a little interesting as well. But I am here for love. You're not my type.
I doubt that,
Thank
baby.
you.
I doubt that, but
That's
it's
okay.
cool.
We're not
It's
here
cool.
for you. Mwah.
Let's move on. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Alexis, and I'm 30 years old.
And Alexis, what do
doing?
you do?
I'm doing well, thank you. So I'm a teacher by day and an entrepreneur by night.
Okay. What kind of businesses do you have?
It's a cold pressed juice business.
Nice. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Outside of the height, you said you like to go to lounges, and I'm not big on lounges, so that's ultimately why.
Okay.
Let's keep it a buck 100, man. A buck 50, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it for real. They pop in, bro, because of the last appearance. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, he I don't know if he's going like a bulking or something. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm bulking right now too. I ain't bulking. I just been letting myself go too. But you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like, it seemed like bro let himself go a little bit. Either he let himself go, or he's trying to bulk up and get like swole. That's all I could think of, man. But they pop him in because of his previous appearances on the show. You know what I'm saying? And some other stuff that he said. But the fact that they brought him back is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they brought back Brian after everything. Like, that just tells me they trying to just bring the buzz back to the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're trying to bring the buzz back.
Is she someone that's your type?
She's nice.
Thank you.
I would approach her. But, you know, lounges as a deal breaker for you, I don't really understand that, but okay.
Farewell.
Definitely.
Let's go over here. Your name and age.
My name is Chanel and I'm 30.
Chanel, what do you do?
I manage a business, a birth and postpartum business. Thank you.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
For starters, you had me a little perplexed from seeing you on other episodes. So that was probably the initial thing. And then outside of that, I think you're just a little bit older than my preference. But outside of that, you're very attractive.
Okay. Appreciate that.
And is there anything specific that caught you off guard about him, about other episodes?
Oh, no, I like, it's just like the interaction, maybe like a little bit of like, again, perplexed, like a little shocking kind of shock factor with the way that you kind of communicated your desires or your like things that you're not interested in. So, yeah.
Okay.
Now, she's someone that's your type.
She looks good. She looks good. I love the chocolate. I love the shoes. Everything looks good. I love the teeth. You got it
Thank
together.
you so much.
But get to know me. Ask questions. Don't judge me for past episodes. Don't worry about none of that. Don't worry about what I tell the next woman. Focus on what I tell you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you could have been a match, but you didn't pop.
Likewise, Brian.
Thank you. Let's go here. Your name and age.
Makara, 29.
And Makara, what do you do?
I'm a therapist.
Nice. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
It's solely just height for me. Height is a big preference for me, so that was just it.
No, we have to ask, how tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
And look at Brian's face. And Brian, now she's someone that's your type.
She's good. She's good. I just think it's a cop-out, you know? That's the first thing y'all talk about is height. I think it's a cop-out. I think it's an easy thing to say, oh, he's not my height. But if I was up here talking about your weight, if I was up here talking about the weave, the lashes, and everything like
I
that,
have weave.
then it will go.
From my
So,
head.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you feel like I'm less of a man because I'm shorter than the 6 feet,
I
then
didn't say
that's
that.
a
You
problem.
said that. All I said was I didn't like your height for me.
I
That was my
understand.
preference.
I
That was
get
it.
you.
But he's right though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's right. Height is like an easy thing for a woman to say. And here's the thing why I say it's just because of his previous appearance. Because when he was on the show before, he wasn't getting pop off the height. You know what I'm saying? Like, women wasn't popping because of his height, really. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't like the first one pop. Like, usually, right in the beginning, they gotta pop 2 balloons. Like, they'll pop some other short dude, but they keep him alive. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't think it's the height.
I understand. I mean,
I
it's
wish you
cool,
well,
but I'm
though.
just, it's always what, the second or third one talking about height. So I just want to bring it to forefront about what's the problem with that? What's the fixation y'all women have with height,
Okay.
preference, and all that? Listen, I got enough confidence and enough prosperity to be able to stand taller than the tallest guy in the room. You heard me? But you won't
I
experience
love that for
so
you. I hope
sure.
somebody experiences that.
For sure. I hear you.
Thank you. Okay, let's head back this way. Your name and age.
Jordan, 27.
And Jordan, what do you do?
I am a therapist and I own a small business selling hair care products.
Okay. Now, before we jump into
Yeah,
why
pop
you ended
'cause
up
of the
popping your
weave.
balloon, we did have you on the show before and you ended up matching. But what happened?
we were not aligned. And I would love to elaborate, but I don't think I will without him here to say his side of it. So, but we were not a match.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for sharing. So, why did you end up popping your balloon?
So like the other lady said, I have seen you on previous episodes and I did find it a little distasteful, but I've never met you in person. I wanted to give you a chance. That's why I had it unpopped. But then I witnessed it for myself. The same distaste I kind of saw.
So I don't know. Like when a woman says we're not aligned, like okay. So I didn't watch the episode, but I saw the clip of her matching with that dude. And here's the thing, right? A lot of women that claim, especially people that like they claim they're God fearing this and that, like they're Christian God fearing women. When they meet a guy that's like really attractive, you know what I'm saying, they're like their type of dude, they will make exceptions for them. Like they'll make a pass for that guy. You know what I'm saying? So you consider yourself a God fearing Christian woman, and you know what I'm saying, you're talking to a dude who says, my God is Allah. He's a Muslim guy. Now, there's nothing wrong with Islam, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to actually, if you're truly looking for love, if you get married and this and that, you got to come to the realization that you're going to have to convert to Islam. You know, like if you want a serious thing with that guy, you got to convert to Islam. No ifs, ands, or buts. Like, because if someone that's like truly like a man is Islam, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna convert for their woman. From my perspective, you know what I mean? And I have no issue with Islam. I respect Islam to the fullest. You know, I think there was definitely a time in my life I might have converted to Islam, you know. So the fact that she, you know, she matched with the guy, it just tells you that you know, they don't care. Like you know, and she's gonna say they don't align. Like you knew from the jump, like you're straight up different. You're not the same wavelength. You know what I'm saying? Your guys are in different areas. So you go you just went into the relationship thinking, oh, well, he looks good, so maybe I can make it work. Maybe I can try to convince him to change this and that. And so now you're on the Pop the Balloon show again, like, oh, it didn't match, it didn't align. And I don't even know, because brother might be even playing around and stuff like that too. So it could be he was trying to play, and you know, she was trying to be serious, and you know, she gave it up, and you know, he never changed, something like that. Who knows? I'm just rambling at this point, but for me, she knew from the jump that chances are they're not going to be aligned and matched up, but she went with it because of the looks. That's all I gotta say.
In the last episodes. To be specific, I guess I'll say I think you say you're very confident, but when somebody brings up height, you get very defensive, which is not indicative of confidence. And so for me, I wanted to hear you out because I did have a prefixed judgment of you, but I wanted to hear you out. And then that interaction kind of confirmed what I prejudged. So.
Okay.
All right. No, she's someone that's your type.
She's good. She's definitely a catch.
Thank you.
But, you know, I think he was wrong with that. You know, the fixation height that y'all women have, that's a
Don't
problem.
say y'all. I never spoke on your height.
You just spoke on the height.
No, I never spoke
You
on
just
your
spoke
height.
on the height.
I never spoke on your height.
Okay.
I said what you did on your previous episodes was distasteful to me, but I wanted to give you a chance to come out here and interact with you myself. I actually wanted to answer one of your questions, which is why I had my balloon unpopped. But you got, I won't say sassy. You got defensive with her, and I didn't appreciate that. And I feel like you were like that on the previous episodes, and I saw it in real
But
life.
that's not you. That's a whole nother woman. So you a girl's girl?
Define girls girl.
Or you a girl's girl? You know exactly what that means.
No, define girls girl.
You a girl's girl.
It's tough to watch, man. But I respect Brian, man. I respect Brian because he's not afraid to say what a lot of dudes want to say, you know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to say what a lot of dudes think. But there's no point in arguing with a woman. Like, once a woman rejects you, you can't. There's no point in arguing with them, man. Like when she rejects you for whatever reason, you just gotta be stoic, man. You just gotta be like, all right, but I respect, bro. I respect them for saying what needs to be said, but can't go too back and forth with these women, man. That's all I can say.
So when
Define
you're a
girls girl.
that kind of mean you would choose a woman before you choose a man. That's what that
Oh
would mean.
yes.
You would? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on. Let's go down here. Your name.
Yo, Arlette, what did you think was gonna happen though? Like Arlette, what do you think was gonna happen? You know, you Arlette be so messy, man. You know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, Brian. It's crazy, man. You gonna act shocked.
Name and age.
Y'all gonna get it today.
Hi, I'm Shaylin,
Y'all
and
gonna
I'm
get it
30.
today.
Shaylin, what do you do?
I'm a nursing student.
And so why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm copping out. It's because you're short.
Okay.
And I don't like men that argue with women. All that going back and forth is crazy.
Okay. No problem. Okay.
Is she someone that's your type?
She's nice. She'll catch. But then again, she's a girl's girl.
Keep
You'll
it
follow
cute.
her.
Keep it cute.
You a follower, love.
Keep it cute,
You
buddy.
worrying about what I'm telling the next woman. You'll follow her.
Here you go, argue
Worry
with
about
women
what I tell
again.
you.
That's
It's really
crazy.
not about being argumentative. It's about really letting you women know what's the deal on the national.
Yo, I know, yeah. Yo, yo. I'm sorry, man. This is amazing, man. And it's sad because I don't like. It's not gonna blow up like it's supposed to, man. Cause they killed it, man. They killed it with the copyright claims, man. Ever since they went with Netflix and they did the copyrights, like they ain't gonna get that same like love on the reactions, man. And me, I like no one gonna watch this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one's gonna see my reaction really. But it's funny, bro. It's funny.
National television show, YouTube.
We're not
right?
interested. It's okay.
It's all
Just
good.
take
You
it
don't
to
have
the
to be
chin,
interested,
move
but you're
on.
gonna listen to what I gotta tell you after
Let's
you
move
say
on.
what
Let's
you
move
said,
on.
right?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
It's all fair game.
All right. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Ty. I'm 27.
How you doing?
Ty, what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the owner of Fat Bar. I'm a lash tech. I do everything esthetician field, basically.
Okay.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
It's the height. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
No
for me.
problem. No problem. It's all good.
Is she someone that's your type?
Not really. You know what I mean? But she's good. You know what I mean? She's all right. You know, I don't really like the weave. I don't like the lashes. I don't really like all that.
So what's the difference?
I like
of
to
the
keep it
height
natural.
thing?
You know,
What's the difference?
what's the difference with what?
Of a girl saying she don't want you for your height, and then you don't want
It's
me
just
'cause I
it's just
got
the
weave
same
and
fixation
lashes?
that y'all use in every episode.
So
That's
it's the
really
same
all
fixation
it's about.
of
I don't really
lash
care
and
about
weave.
how
Next,
I
thank
don't
you.
really I don't really care about the height thing. I really
Next,
don't
thank
because
you.
I'm confident about that.
Let's
but
move on.
you know,
Your name and age.
My name is LaPortia and I'm 30.
You said LaPortia?
Yes.
Okay. And LaPortia, what do you do?
I have a lot of trades. I'm a veteran. I'm a cosmetologist. I have a CDL and I just finished school for cybersecurity.
You don't know
Well,
what
thank
you
you for
want
your
to do.
service.
Thank you.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm not interested.
And what is it? May I ask?
I don't really want to like have an argument with you. I just don't like the way you speak to other women.
there we go again. A girl's girl.
It's fine.
A girl's
Thank you.
girl. I don't really like the box eyebrows.
Okay.
So,
They're not for you.
but you know, they
They're
definitely not for me, baby.
Exactly.
You hear me?
Your name and age?
My name is Annalicious. I'm 28 years old, and I work for Dynasty Financial Services.
Okay.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
So I've listened to all these people. If I was your woman by your side, I'm kind of getting cringed. I'm getting scared. My heart rate is going up. So I'm just, baby, stop. So I just had to pop. Sorry.
No, you don't have to say sorry, baby.
Is she someone that's your type?
Not really. But where you from?
I popped.
Not really. She's not really my type, no. She's another follower, a girl's girl, you know, so
But
I
one
don't
thing,
think
you
that's
look
good.
beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
love the style, the
Thank
fit,
you.
snatched.
Thank you.
So you did a
Thank
good
you.
job, and you work out. So it shows that you're dedicated to being a hard worker.
For sure. I appreciate that.
I respect the last woman though. I respect, at least I like that, man. You know what I'm saying? She'll catch. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the ever since episode, but like I class act, honestly, like for all these women, like class act when a woman could basically sit back and say, because he basically said, you know, you're not my type, you're a follower, this and that. You know, he went a little bit low, you know, and he didn't match. She didn't match the energy. She was like, you know, you look great, like you handsome. Like she would have picked bro if you didn't start talking. But man, Brian, man, Brian, man, I gotta give Brian a salute. You know what I mean? But there was no reason to go back on this show, bro. Honestly, there's no reason to go back. And you know, I let know what she's doing, man. They know what they're doing. They're trying to milk it, man. They're trying to get the content. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to get the content, and then what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna do another sit down with Brian. Like Brian, I thought we talked about this. Like BM's gonna go good on Brian and start fighting him. It's a shame, man. But respect Brian, man. Brian is good. Brian's good people, man. Shout outs to Brian, man. Respect.